It doesn't work out. It's going to be Valkyrie for both teams.
Yeah. Just as you mentioned, ults, they're coming out. Dreamcast's actually forced out of the sideline by Poco getting in his face. That's creating space for Carpe right now, who'll have a better view of the battlefield and be able to try and shut down some of these Boston players. There it is, he gets Gamsu as a result. Dreamcast finally springs back into action, but by the time he's done so, Carpe's already gotten 2 kills. Great setup there with Poco, shutting down Casper, and now the Fusion will snowball this fight to their advantage in time. But they are taking a very slow approach to the point because Striker is still at large.
Yeah, and Gamsu is using Primal Rage. Now the Transcendence comes in from Boston, so they're going to have a lot of healing, keeping everybody up. Neptuno should be able to get this res off on a Fraggy. It may not mean anything, though, as Dreamcast gets the Dragon Blade. Both support ults had been used by Philadelphia at that time, so able to get the better of Striker there, protect Boombox as well. It's going to be Dragon Blade that comes through. Sound Barrier as well for the Philadelphia Fusion. Doesn't keep a lot of them alive, though. Dreamcast cuts through too.
It may be enough. There's 2 players for the Fusion on the point right now, and Striker's trying to challenge Snillo. Dreamcast also had to drop back. You can see Neko very low on HP, and Gamsu gets stuck inside that room. No bother to him, though. Primal Rage gives him 1,000 HP, and he can now step forward. Finds Snillo with the fists. Poco gets the resuit just in time, but his mech is pretty much 0 HP as soon as he gets in it. That's not what he paid for. Neptuno being down now. Almost 2 ticks here for the Philadelphia Fusion, but it looks like they're going to run out of steam here. Boombox now can only stall out. And it's a pittance really up against how quickly that bar is decaying. That's going to be the round. The Fusion will...
That'll give Dreamcast some easy shots at him. He needs to take them, but it doesn't even look likely. Mentions that. This point should go over to Boston with relative ease.
I mean, you can see Fraggy just trying to buy time there. He was down to 30% HP, and he had a Discord orb on him, but he knew that if he put his bubble down correctly, he would have been able to sort of juke in and out of it and gets enough time for a respawn on the side of the Fusion, but nah, they're way too far away. And the Boston Uprising start off well. Again, in the opening, he doesn't connect it, he has to cancel.
It'll be a self-destruct that comes through, but Neko is built up towards another Transcendence rather quickly. Kelix also towards Valkyrie too here. They may get these support ults, it would be huge.
This could be the map right here. Boston Uprising struggled so much, but now they're starting to build up ahead of steam. They got it! Just one good push, wait for the EMP to not be available.
Interesting what it looked like Boston did there. I mean, take a look at the replay from Striker, but Philly comes all the way around on this left side through those corridors like you mentioned.
Nice.
And that kind of set Boston
to be alive. They almost got knocked off the map in Transcendence. Here's the Dragon Blade though.
Yeah, they use the Dragon Blade with their own Transcendence and gets booped up to the top, doesn't get the benefits, and Boombox will take Dreamcast route. Neko will fall. As it now Philadelphia is starting to get rolling. Mitchell looks like they'll be able to unlock point A. You see Striker fall, and Note will fall as well. Now comes the real test. Getting from point A to point B and completing it.
Right, it's a long stretch and there's a lot of places where defenders can drop on you from. So here's how that fight went down. You can see the sound barrier was there. Snillo gets a perfect stick on Neko the second he comes out of trance. That's very important now. Note gets desuited. The extra damage Fraggy provided was perfect. Sound barrier from Neptuno also assisted the Fusion, keeping this fight going, and that should pretty much be it. Over time, they just need to get a little bit further and they got it. You can see how close the Uprising spawn, and that's bad for Casper. As he storm, now Fraggy going with a Primal Rage, maybe just trying to make that healing from Neko less effective, but the Transcendence has expired. Fraggy found Kelix there with a Flaming Fist of Fury. The Primal Rage really having a lethal edge to it when Fraggy is behind the pilot's seat. Poco down though, Snillo forced to recall, keeping overtime going, but he's sorely outnumbered. Dreamcast just needs to wait for another flash, but no, he gets landed on by Fraggy! What a great save! EMP in the backline, perfect stuff from Carpe, he saves the day, and the Fusion grind it out! You love to see it! Note's trying to watch his own backline. The Fusion don't want to give the Uprising a chance to set up though, and Note's desperately trying to turn his attention to dealing with these flankers, but it's too late.
When he tries to go in on the flankers here, he dived in, actually break up that res and gets taken out while he's doing it. So unfortunate there for Fraggy. It'll be Carpe using the EMP. It'll be Poco using a self-destruct on the point.
Yeah, so Neko clearly not affected by EMP. He's able to get that important Transcendence off, and they've got the point there. So that's the thing, when you're down one tank, the only tank left from Poco has to sort of circle back. Laugh like a crazy person. He has the Transcendence now. Neko gets his one off second, and he gets a more effective use of that one as Boston are grouped up and towards those side rooms. And this whole time that we've been going back and forth, this payload has made significant progress without any kills actually happening. These two teams just like an arm wrestle across the map, and guess who's the cleanup crew? The best janitor you can ever ask for, even better than the one in Scrubs. Don't at me nerds, it's Dream Casper. Nicely done, good cleanup. And Boston make it, even though that spawn is super closely to the Philadelphia spawn if you want it. That's a self-destruct, thrown right into the spawn, the Uprising. Carpe, oh no, it's not gonna happen, the reflect is there! Oh, the respect, they maybe could have used a little bit more from Carpe. Then Casper drops it over the top and gives Stilo a little bit of a tattoo on his forehead. That should be close, and it's it. Boston Uprising, sometimes all you need is the enemy McCree to give you some free kills. On the point. Yeah, the Fusion, no surprise they're playing from that left side building. Gamsu dives in, Poco got DC'd, although that surely has to be the opening. If the margins are so slim here, that's all it takes. Boombox is trying to salvage the situation, coming forward with the Transcendence. Neko died with his. Kellex has to resurrect the Zenyatta here for Boston, or things could get really ugly. No, Kellex is down. No resurrect. Gamsu gets blown to smithereens, and Syke is just trying to hang on there behind the hay bales. And no, I think it's going to be a bit of a struggle here. Good pulse bomb from Snillo to clean up, and that's at least one tick here for the Fusion. I think they'll get more, Matt.
Oh, they're going to get the point. They're going to take this point. They will unlock point.
During his private rage, he couldn't jump around. The mobility was denied from him. Now, though, as it expires, he does leap forward. Carpe's down, though. No Sombra for the Fusion. He was 96% to his next EMP. Casper, first time he's used a blade all game, and he gets Neptuno.
And this may be it, as this be a self-destruct from Note onto the payload. Snillo still here with Poco. Poco not in mech, though.
They're going to struggle here. That will be it.
Yeah, Snillo trying to stay alive.
A little bit more ultimate charge before he pulls the trigger. Oh, Striker, he got hacked and jumped on. Oh, that's so nasty. He's blown up straight away. Snillo finishes the job, and now the EMP just to punctuate the point. A big old period put on the sentence. The Philadelphia Fusion is saying, we're far from done. Blizzard World is ours. Casper will drop onto the point briefly, try and get a Dragon Blade. There's a self-destruct, though. He's just going to get demolecularized. That's a word. Overtime's done. And the Fusion will take Blizzard World. You need to sort of babysit that McCree pretty heavily, or this is going to happen to you. Gamsu just rolls him over. And the Fusion, so they weren't ready for that one. Fraggy drops down the bubble, but Gamsu was just cleaning house, and Striker will assist with the finish and Fraggy.
Yeah, Boston saw a moment of opportunity there where Fraggy got low and he went back around the corner.
Striker isn't really being attended to right now, which gives him a lot of free damage. Dream Casper's going to drop in there with the barrage is okay. He gets himself 2 kills. Boombox and Fraggy are down. He has to give his life up for it, but he got Poco's mech as well.
Yeah, there's no supports here to the fight as fast as possible. Just keep everybody topped up as they speed on in. And I imagine this fight eventually going over to Boston, right? You take a quick look at some of the ultimates. They're trying to play around this Transcendence from Boombox. He gets it, uses it at the perfect time.
Transcendence, though. Can the barrage cut this one off, man? That's the question. He gets stuck. Dream Casper shut down, but once again, he gives his life up and gets himself 2 kills. Stilo finds Neko now. The Mercy's down. Striker's trying to deal with Frankie, but he has to jump on out. He's too low on HP. One clip. Striker runs him down, and the Boston Uprising take that first round away. These two are both incredible at what they do on these Widowmakers. Notice that Carpe is not showing too much for himself. Even Neko can't get a peek in. Okay, Carpe. Calm your farm.
And what's awesome about a player like Carpe is he's a player that, like, when he starts to get
pulse bomb, guess what? No. Straight into Note's Poco's back pocket. Eaten. Good shot there. Dream Casper dealing with Fraggy. Obviously Carpe going down to Gamsu now. Resurrect over on the point. The Transcendence is going to get thrown in here. Poco trying to get a good self-destruct. I don't know if he tried to push it off the edge. I think he was happy with it where it was. Again, the Fusion in a good position to get aggressive, but they've got to get onto the point. Poco takes down Gamsu and he says, no, what is going on? It's almost as if...
As I say that, completely jinx Fraggy. He goes in a little bit too deep.
Carpe just plinking away with the Peacemaker. He's making a bit more war than peace, but that's fine. We'll see. Kellex trying to get a resurrect there, being shunted around, and he is interrupted in his attempt to bring another Boston player back. And Carpe's looking confident, comfortable on this McCree, despite the threat, the pressure that Widow and Tracer can provide at both short and long range, respectively. It's working out well. The Philadelphia Fusion
out, but Kellex is going for that res, and Neptuno and Valkyrie is flying and just putting bullets down into him, gets him so weak. They're able to take Kellex out.
I mean, Neptuno, his mercy was from the streets.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to pull that blaster out and go for it.
But now Philadelphia, who after that fight extends for a while, they're able to keep on moving the payload. Carpe stays on McCree, has a Deadeye, can zone players out as they come out of that doorway. And maybe just buy Philly enough time to complete point B. Not even going to need it. I think it's going to be Boston giving it up.
To get some kills, won't find it. Good flash, Striker, head gets blown clean off. Now the Tracer's missing for the Boston Uprising, and there's another one ahead to rolling, and Carpe is the one that's setting them flying. Stilo gets on towards Kellex now, dropped it down onto the point, the flash on towards Gamsu. Self-destruct, they can see it. Payload is cleared, but Poco sticks around. He goes for a self-destruct, good positioning. That'll hit anyone coming out of spawn. No one is affected by it though. Now Note back onto the point, gonna get desuited, and Kellex will soon rejoin the fight. Lucio's there. Again, can't do too much. Payload getting ever closer. Now 1 by 1. Boston have to try and stall out and get some picks. Get some 1-for-1 trades at the very least, but Gamsu just gets robbed as he attempts to try and slow this one down. Striker forced into a recall, and that's a good flanking Deadeye from Carpe. That would have shut things down. So if it's just a pulse bomb, he can survive it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Carpe not really going in and putting pressure on a Dreamcaster. He's sitting back with his supports and tanks because what I think he's trying to do is, as the tanks from Boston come on in, get a hack onto No, get a hack on Gamsu, force them to stay there and take so much damage. It doesn't really matter though. Boston will be able to take point A pretty quickly, and I know taking a look at something.
Buy some extra time though is the Winston from the Philadelphia Fusion, looking to get Kellex, and Snillo finishes the kill. This might turn now in the favor of the Fusion. They got the numbers here. Carpe threatened down though. The Orb of Discord really helping out. Neko has the Transcendence, so that JjoNak can have a huge part to play in this next fight.
Yeah, and I think what Philadelphia was going to go for there, Mitch, is Neptuno is getting very close to Valkyrie. If Fraggy, they're in a position where Fraggy pops Primal right.
So Gamsu now's back on his feet. Casper wants to try and threaten, but Poco dives on top of him. Carpe was the one with the early damage to put him down to half. Kellex gets left upon by Fraggy, and this is looking very good for the Fusion right now. Poco challenging out of the payload, and Fraggy's there. Belts Neko into next Tuesday. Notes down. No chance for Striker to get close. Map 5, you say? Okay, you'll have it. Healthy. And Shadowburn can just do the damage while Fraggy opens up the space.
Shadowburn's going to use the Rocket Barrage. Doesn't get anything with it while he's using it. 2 of his teammates do fall as well. It's going to be Dreamcaster up in the sky with his Rocket Barrage. Let's see when he decides to use it. He actually lands a shot into Shadowburn off screen. There's the Rocket Barrage from Dreamcaster. Takes out Shadowburn in Neptuno.
Down. Poco getting dropped in on. D-Suited, taken down. Casper forced to back up. Shadowburn's out there, and Carpe's low on health. You can see who Casper wants to kill. Pretty obvious, isn't it? One more direct rocket hit will have him. Gets up close and personal. Maybe it isn't personal. Either way, it's a kill for Casper, and he gets the second. That's Boston Uprising. Picture perfect Farah play paves their way to a first round lead.
Yeah, Boston Uprising. Philly can't back out too far because they have to stay on
Oh,
the point.
nasty! Oh, I just saw it happen in front of me. Dreamcasper just removed Shadowburn from the game. He can't even log on anymore, Matt. That's how bad it is. Poker gets de-suited. He'll go down. Dreamcasper. You know he had to do it to him. Neptuno tries to get back to the point, but Taimou, take a bow. Jonathan Sanchez, you're a monster.
Check out our website at actionesports.com to stay up to date on the latest matches, highlights, and more. From scores, match history, and specific game info, we've got you covered for all things Overwatch esports. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out our channel for more action-packed content. Also, like and share this video, and click the subscribe button to join our notification squad. Thanks for watching.